afternoon to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
Watch out! He reversed it! I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
He countered that and made it look easy.
You know, JR, I racked my brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H. His opponent telegraphed that one.
When I look at
Uh-oh! Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding! This will rearrange your anatomy.
Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know.
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. He countered that one perfectly.
You gotta give him credit. He's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got much in the way of brains.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be. But we're going to see a tap out right here.
3, 4.
That went nowhere.
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could, until the referee calls for the bell. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
What a counter! These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of... What a reversal. You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are.
3.
I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring.
5.
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match. We're seeing a great one unfold.
I can't believe he countered that one. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I I heard that we gave him an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to...
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
1, 2,
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King.
3,
That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
5, 6.
This is Raw.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have. And this is one hell of an exam.
Let's hope it's not their final exam, JR.
1,
I'd love to see them go at it again.
Well, if I think the fans have their way,
2,
you'll get your wish, King.
3, 4.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time. He's a slippery devil.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long. Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. It's gigantic! A giant elbow drop!
2,
No trouble kicking out of that one.
A textbook reversal there.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure, and it's been reversed.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on
4.
SmackDown. They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
1,
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
3, 4.
I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked.
He saw that one coming.
So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking.
I guess a little sportsmanship is too much to ask for.
I guess so, JR. But where's the fun in that? Here's the cover, JR.
1, 2, 3.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed. He's going to regret not following up here once he loses this match.
Come on, JR. This isn't something you do when you're worried about the outcome of the match. He knows he's got it in the bag.
2.
You're just going to throw out your back if you keep that up.
Don't quit on my account.
3.
I love watching this.
4.
He must be looking for a weapon of some kind.
1,
He reversed it.
2, 3.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
2, 3.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't
4.
let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
1, 1.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure
3.
their issues with each other are going to be solved with one man.
4.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
1,
Be that as it may, this isn't the sort of thing that wins matches, King.
3, 4.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper,
You're not going to get him with that one.
2, 3.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR.
1.
You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
I don't think there's gonna be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
Great strategy. Pick a body part and keep working on it.
And we're certainly seeing the results of that strategy now.
There's the reversal.
Oh, no! It looks like he's donned the proverbial crimson mask.
There's so much blood.
Oh, no! Everybody in this arena knows what's coming next.
The pedigree! The pedigree!
And now a pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King. and they've got a right to say whatever they want. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is it? I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I'd bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it? I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes. You can play possum all night, but if you want to win a match, you've got to get up and fight.
1, 2, 3.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
1, 2,
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an
3.
instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
4,
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
1.
These superstars are in perfect shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding.
3.
If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You
1.
sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to
2.
stay out of the ring whenever possible.
3, 4,
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it.
5.
I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite him.
He's going in for the kill.
There it is, the pedigree. So much for looking your opponent in the eye and fighting like a man.
We could have a pinfall here, JR.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time,
1.
but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
This is great,
2.
JR. He's really letting his opponent have it.
I guess he is.
3.
But I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally.
1, 2, 3.
I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as
4.
this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King,
5.
but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that...
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be... I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just... He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR. No matter who wins this one, Everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you win, you don't have to deal with hurt pride on top of it.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together.
Oh my gosh, JR! That's it! The match is over!
You don't
Here's
have to
your
like
winner,
it, but that pinfall
Andre
left no
the
question
Giant.
who won this match.
That's for sure, JR. If your shoulders are down for the 3 count, you lose, period.
But despite the outcome of the match, I don't think the score is settled between these superstars.